Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, now I have another interesting episode with My World of Astrology. And in this one, I thought I might mention what it's like to read for some of the most famous people in the world. Musicians, yes, actors, actresses, as well as gurus, as well as politicians, you name it, I have read for them. So it is just so fascinating and interesting to peer into people's lives through astrology, to give them guidance as people are really, really interested in the guidance that astrology can provide. So you would probably be shocked with some of the people that I've read for. But of course, because of confidentiality, I can't give you the names. I won't give you the names today. But let me just assure you, I have read for some of the most amazing people in the world. It's awesome. So billionaires, millionaires, you name it, politicians. But you know, when I think about a very, very funny story, this one is probably the funniest, but can't tell you who it is. But listen in, because this was amazing. And it is, well, first of all, this person was actually coming in person. And I had no idea who it was, because they have a different name, stage name, okay? Very, very famous vocalist. And she came in person, and I see this really big vehicle kind of drive up. It was back when I was actually doing readings in my house, which there was a time when I transitioned from the Galactic Center to my home. And now, of course, I do all my readings out of my house, which has a office that is actually that you can walk into separately from my house. But I have an office in my home now. But yes, so this person was coming to my home, and this very dark, large vehicle I didn't really look at it. It was kind of across the street when they drove up. And when she came up to my door, she was wearing, I mean, the scruffiest clothes, shorts, torn up shorts, t-shirt, and the t-shirt was kind of ratty, you know, seriously. And she had a hat on that said LSD, and her hair was like crazy. I mean, it just looked like, who is this person, right? LSD, should I let this person in my house? Yeah, I mean, it was weird. So I reluctantly let her in and have her seated and proceeded to read her chart. And I'm looking at her chart, and I said, you know, you have an amazing voice. You should do something with that voice. And she says, yes, I'm a recording artist. And I thought, the way she looked, I thought, yeah, right, lady. Looks can be deceiving, right? But I'm looking at this chart, and then we started to have this rapport. She was brilliant. She was so smart and actually knew astrology. And I was really impressed with her, and I really started to like her a lot. But I'm sitting here thinking in the back of my mind too, forgive me for this, the way she was dressed, I thought, I wonder if she can afford this reading. because she never asked me how much it was. So I continue on. But then, you know, she was so smart. It was amazing how intelligent she was. And I said, and you know, you should do something with acting. Your chart says you have talent with acting. She says, oh yes, I've already done some acting films and things. I was like, okay. But her chart was amazing for singing, for acting, and entertaining. And I told her that. And she says, oh yeah, I already do all that. And I was like, are you sure? I was judging her by what she was wearing, which was totally wrong on my part. To the point where I liked her so much that I went way over time, you know, because we were having such a great conversation. I just, you know, we were talking astrology and I loved her. And so by the time the reading was over, she said, now how much do you charge? And I told her, and she had some wad of money in her hand. I thought, okay, probably it's not the whole amount. And she handed it to me. And I liked her so much I didn't care. You know, so what? I would have given her the reading free. And so I walk her to the door. And as she's leaving, she turns around and she goes, by the way, my stage name is da 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 da. And I didn't know who she was. I never know who these movie stars are today or the singers. I just don't. I don't watch television or movies that much. All I know is like all the old time movie stars from like probably the 70s when I used to watch all that. Well, this is the new generation of stars and artists, and I didn't know who she was. So my son was still at the house at the time, and I went back to tell him who it was. Meanwhile, I opened up my hand and look at the money that she had in a wadded up pile. She paid, I think it was triple or quadruple the price I charge. And I was like, what? Who is this? So I asked my son, he goes, oh my God, Mom, are you kidding me? She is like mega famous, and showed me everything on the internet. And I thought, I am so dumb. I didn't know who she was. She probably thought I was the dumbest idiot because I didn't sincerely know who she was. But I bet she kind of liked it because I was truly reading her chart, not under the assumption of knowing who she is. So I thought that was such an interesting lesson for me. Don't judge a book by its cover, never. And what an honor to read for her. She was so down to earth and real, and really, she was beautiful. But that attire, I guess maybe that's just to throw people off. So people don't, I don't know, recognize her or something. But that was one of my funniest stories with a celebrity. And I have read for so many celebrities because, you know, they are so interested in learning more about themselves and opportunities. And you know what? You got to know they're just real down-to-earth people. Most of them are. And, you know, a lot of them love astrology. So it's really cool how many celebrities get their charts done. And you'd be shocked how many politicians too. It's amazing. So yeah, astrology, My World of Astrology, it has been a blast. And getting to know some of the most amazing people in the world through it. So if you're thinking about whether you want to be an astrologer, it is a great, great, fun career to do and be. So with that, I think I'll close. Thank you for listening today.